Hey, it's Marco here in Zagreb. If you're looking at buying a property in Zagreb, in particular, new construction, this is one of my favorite developments in Zagreb right now. It's called Ulica Baruna Filipovića by a developer called Mesić. It's 4 buildings, over 400 units in total. I do think the real estate market in Zagreb is perhaps a little overvalued, but if you're not willing to gamble on the market and you need a place, I think in the context of the market, this is one of the safer bets out there. Let me tell you why I think so. So first of all, the price. This particular project is priced at 3,990 euros per square meter. I think when you compare it to some of the other projects in Zagreb, especially the ones that are outside of the city core, inferior quality that are already approaching 3,000 euros per square meter, the price actually isn't that bad. And for this particular building, every single condo is 3,900 euros per square meter. So you can get a higher floor, you can get a top floor, what we call penthouse in Canada. You can get some nice views too, especially from the north facing building. You get views towards Sljeme, which is the local hill here in Zagreb, which is very, very green. So pricing, as I said, I believe the market in Zagreb is a bit overvalued, but when you look at all the other available projects and their pricing, I think this one's actually somewhat reasonable. Next, location, location, location. So first of all, this is in the city core. It's 3.5 kilometers from the main square in Zagreb. Depending on your walking pace, that's probably a 34 to 40 minute walk. If you like walking like I do, totally walkable to the main square to where all the action is. If you don't like walking, tram lines are also very close. I timed it from the building to the closest tram line, which has lines 2, 6, and 11. Is a 4-minute and 30-second walk. So, and 2 of those lines go directly to the main square and they take you directly back. So if you don't like walking, 4.5-minute walk to a tram line, and then it takes approximately 10 to 12 minutes to get to the main square via tram. Another thing is it's in such a location that if you're going to the coast of Croatia, from here it's relatively easy to get out of town. You don't have to drive all the way across Zagreb to hit the highway to go down to the coast of Croatia. The next big thing, in my opinion, is the neighborhood. The neighborhood is called the Črnomerac. I personally bought my unit that I'm filming this inside 7 years ago, and I absolutely love it here. It's a good neighborhood, but it's also vastly improved in the last 7-8 years because there's been a lot of new construction. With new construction comes new restaurants, new grocery stores, new amenities, etc. This particular micro location right across from the street of this building is going to be the future justice complex for Croatia. It's going to be a 93 million euro investment that the Croatian government is going to make into the property right across the street from this. So it's going to be brand new, modern, very nice architecture buildings. And obviously on the ground floors of those buildings are going to be cafes, restaurants, etc. So there's going to be a lot more amenities immediate adjacent to this project in the next, let's say 4 to 6 years, which I'm really looking forward to. So all in all, I think the location is pretty good. Is it a 2-minute walk to the main square? No, it's not. But on the whole, it's a really good location, in my opinion, that has a lot of latent upside. Now, to the developer, I'm familiar with the developer's previous buildings. As I filmed this video, my window stares at the developer's previous project in this neighborhood. It turned out pretty good. I've actually been inside it. I'm inside the restaurant and the coffee shop in this building across the street from me that this particular developer built, and I like it. It's not, it's not up there with developers called VMD and Alfastan in Zagreb, but it's definitely above the average. So it's somewhere in between the average and the elite developers in Zagreb. So it's not too bad at all. And once again, concrete construction, hot water heating, AC cooling. I've been inside these units that the developers built before, and they're pretty good. Also, the ground floor of this building is going to have commercial, so you're probably going to have a bakery, grocery store, etc. So in terms of the construction, it isn't too bad either. So on the whole, I think this is one of the better bets in Zagreb when you combine a somewhat reasonable price with a good location, a slightly above average developer. Unfortunately, there's really not any better options in Zagreb at this price point. That's it for this week. Marco from Croatia.